As we get further through the year, times are changing. Andrew Tate beat the case, the Mavericks missed the playoffs, TikTok might be getting wiped off the face of the earth, which if I'm thinking about it might be for the best. But anyway, another thing that is changing are the seasons, and where I live we got all 4 flavors of the weather, but these 4 seasons are definitely not on the same tier. Each one has their own advantages and disadvantages. So today, we'll be discussing and ranking all 4 seasons. Keep in mind that these are my opinions and don't take anything to heart. Every season has its ups and downs like an elevator. I'm gonna be going over the pros and the cons of every season, you feel me? No season is safe. There is going to be a bunch of slander in this video, but best believe this video will be no less entertaining than the rest of my videos, bro. So just sit back and catch a vibe, you feel me? Comment down below your favorite and your most hated season, and like and subscribe if you're new. Now I know this will probably cause chaos in the street like Eagles fans celebrating a Super Bowl victory, but coming in at number 4 I got spring. Now hear me out, spring definitely has its bright sides, no pun intended. Spring is prettier than LMA, it's like a new beginning. It feels like the world gets revived like a teammate in Fortnite or something. Winter is over and the flowers are growing quicker than Clifford. The bald-headed trees are getting their leaves back, the birds are singing louder than Fergie, and the grass is greener than the Riddler's closet. Not to mention there's holograms of the pride flag in the sky. Spring is the time where friends come together and go on picnics and shit like that. The weather is nice and the vibes are impeccable, and the skies are clearer than my vision. And you might be looking at all this magnificent nature and vibes and be thinking, Gabe, how is this the worst season? All these fucking allergies. The pollen treats my senses like Chris Brown treats Rihanna. I can't go outside for 5 minutes before I start sneezing like I just fucking snorted pepper or something. And not to mention the shit covers my car like a fucking spray on tan, bro. Pollen also makes my eyes look like I spent the day with Snoop Dogg. One school year I came to school with red eyes from my previous assault with pollen, and everybody thought I came to class higher than Mount Everest. I used to be scratching my eyes like a fucking lottery ticket. It feels like somebody dropped a lit match into my eyes, bro. Not to mention my face gets swollen like I'm cosplaying Miss Puff or something. Plus springtime is when most schools decide to put everything into the fucking 5th gear. They start handing out tests like free samples, bro. They know school is about to get out, so they start plotting on niggas like Mojo Jojo. The standardized tests start flowing out like the fucking Hoover Dam. They try and bring niggas' grades down lower than a limbo bar before the school year ends. And you better not try and wear those new kicks because the ground looks like the aftermath of a Taco Bell mukbang. Between the rain and the snow melting, the ground is muddier than a double cup. The rain is fucking OD, bruh. Like every day feels like I'm beefing with fucking Qatar or something. I walk through the door drenched as hell. The weather is also bipolar as fuck. Like one day could be flooding outside and the next day could be hotter than chicken grease. I have to check the weather app every morning like it's part of my fucking morning routine. Like spring is really just a great value summer. If your friend believes that spring is the superior season, keep at least 1 feet of space between each other at all times. And don't forget springtime is when every single bug known to mankind decides to airdrop themselves onto every inch of the earth. I'm talking ants, flies, bees, mosquitoes. My nigga, just go back to your decrepit and sinful nest. Spring is definitely the worst season. The amount of L's just outweigh every great thing that this season brings. Now coming in at number 3 should come as no surprise to anybody. It's winter. Now just like every other season, winter has its pros. For instance, it is arguably the best holiday in Christmas. I shouldn't have to do any explaining about how tremendous Christmas is. This time of year always has everybody feeling all jolly and festive. Spending time with friends and family is just one of the best moments of the holiday season. And winter break is one of the best experiences as a student. It's sweater season, time to cozy up with your boo if you have one. The hot chocolate burning the top of your fucking mouth like lava or something. Not to mention we were kids making snowmen and snow angels were top tier, throwing snowballs at each other like Jordan Hicks. And school would also get canceled sometimes because of the snow. But this is also the same snow that engulfs niggas' houses like fucking quicksand. Now I gotta start shoveling this heavy ass snow like I'm looking for buried treasure. The streets also look like Glaceon hit that bitch with the strongest ice beam ever. Every time you leave the house you risk putting yourself on the news. The cold air feels like I'm getting shanked with fucking syringes, bruh. And everybody's noses are running like a damn faucet and people are always coughing hard as hell. Everybody's always sick and contaminating me with all their vulgar diseases and germs. And it doesn't matter if you put on 30 fucking layers of clothes and end up looking like a rejected Balenciaga model. You're still gonna be colder than the toilet seat at 7 in the morning. Winter is also a time when niggas get ashier than some used charcoal. The moment you step outside, your skin gonna lose all its moisture and your skin gonna be gray like you had a staring contest with Medusa. Lotion and chapstick companies probably triple their fucking income during the winter, bruh. And remember when I mentioned the pollen covering cars during the springtime? Well, get your despair calculators out and multiply that shit by 27 because it's way worse when you have literal glaciers of ice stuck to your whip. That should be having my car looking like Sensei Wu's beard, bro. Plus winter is also when depression and laziness hit harder than prime Mike Tyson. It feels like the world just dies from December to February. The sun also sets 5 minutes after it rises. The days are shorter than Danny DeVito. It's dead ass pitch black outside by 5 p.m. And this does nothing but make me even more exasperated. Got me feeling like I indulged in a pack of fucking melatonin gummies. And those same bugs that I mentioned earlier are now trying to become roommates with niggas like this is university or something. This is by far the most depressing month and is worth being ranked 3rd on this list. Now this was a tough decision to make. I was contemplating between these last 2 seasons like I was trying to defuse a bomb or something. But coming in at number 2 is autumn. Now these top 2 seasons probably have more positives than negatives, but fall is by far the biggest vibe out of every season. The weather is more crisp than Popeye's chicken, and the leaves start converting colors like chameleons or something. But once these motherfuckers start divorcing themselves from the trees and fucking gargantuan amounts and start falling out like Rocky's hair, then it becomes a problem. Now I gotta start collecting these leaves like the government collects tax money, bruh. But jumping in these mountainous piles of leaves was a top tier memory as a kid. But if you ask me, fall is more visually appealing than the spring, even though the weather is just as inconsistent. We haven't even got to the double whammy of both Halloween and Thanksgiving. Having these holidays in back-to-back months is better than finding money on the ground. Me and my niggas would travel the entire fucking city like Charles Darwin to maximize our inventory of candy. We would even hit the houses that were giving out king-size bars multiple times. I also lived close to these dentists, and them niggas would hand out toothbrushes and pencils for Halloween. My nigga, I hope your credit score goes down. And you already know Thanksgiving be having niggas looking like Rod Wave. My plate looks like a fucking landfill with the most exquisite and mouth-watering food. Them food combos be having me slumped on the couch like Richard Watterson. Shout out to all the grannies and aunties with the elbows that look like they're smuggling loaves of bread in them. If the person cooking food for Thanksgiving have tricep meat melting off their body, then you know the food's gonna be fucking immaculate. Both the NFL and NBA seasons both start in the autumn too. Apple orchards are also valid, especially with those apple cider donuts, bro. The only big L about fall is school starting back up. And if you've been around the channel for a while, you know me and school go together as much as oil and water. Having to go back to school shopping was literally like picking out a coffin for a funeral. Plus having to try on 18,429 pairs of clothes, bro. So for these reasons, I believe that fall is the second best season. Now number 1 should have come as a surprise to anybody. I'm pretty sure Stevie Wonder saw this shit coming from miles away. But number 1 is summer. By far the most exceptional and capital season. Firstly, summer break might be one of the biggest W's that humanity has ever concocted. Those 3 months off used to have niggas living La Vida Loca, and the nature is just as fire as it is during the spring. Summer is also the best time to link with your friends and make real nigga moves. The days last longer than a PlayStation copying an update file. Life just feels more meaningful and fruitful during the summer. Plus niggas can go to bed at the wee hours of the morning and don't have to worry about getting up at the fucking crack of dawn to go to school. Going to water parks and swimming pools is also a cool experience. But don't think that summer is clean from slander too. The warm temperatures are cool, but sometimes that shit gets out of hand. Like it doesn't matter if you wear less clothes than the OnlyFans model, you're still gonna be baking like a fucking rotisserie chicken, bro. Another thing that comes with summer are the niggas who smell like vinegar, ass cheeks, and misfortune. We all know those people who are allergic to deodorant. Like these niggas treat cleanliness like school nurses treat injured students. The summer heat causes a fucking chemical reaction under these niggas' arms, bro. Once when school started back up in late August, I walked past someone in the hallway who composed the most gruesome stench I ever been exposed to. There's also a bunch of niggas who be sweating through their shirts looking like they ran through a fucking sprinkler. They be dripping so much sweat they end up looking like a fucking water fountain in a celebrity's front yard. Bug bites are also worth a mention because mosquitoes be having my ass looking like a pickle with all these damn bumps on my arm. My car seats also double as oven elements during the summer. If your skin touches any part of the car, it's gonna roast your ass like a marshmallow. I don't even have to explain the pain that seatbelts bring. When that shit gets hot, it deadass can be used as a weapon to commit a murder. And don't even try to eat any ice cream or anything because that shit's gonna melt like the Wicked Witch of the West, bro. But even through all these L's that the summer brings, it's still the undisputed best season. None of the other 3 seasons should even be mentioned in the same sentence. But I think that's gonna be everything for this video, man. Comment down below your most favorite and your most hated season, man, along with a bunch of other suggestions that y'all want to see from me, man. 2023 takeover is still in effect, you best believe it, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I've been gone for a minute. I ain't gonna cap. I had to get myself right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took a step back, took a break for a little bit, but we back and we better than ever, bro. We in full effect. I missed all y'all niggas, bro. Real shit. But thank y'all for staying with me. Thank y'all for rocking with me. We gonna keep this thing pushing. We gonna go crazy. But thank y'all for watching. I hope this video finds you in good spirits. I'm ggrimey. It's been real. I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.